Hello, my name is Savannah for Created in Class. We're here to talk about creating a character symbolization project. I will explain how to create 3 variations of the project: labeled, keyed, and accompanied. The labeled variation will have detailed labels on the project describing the characteristics on site. The keyed variation will be labeled with numbers, symbols, or letters that match a similar symbol in a key. The accompanied version will accompany a research paper. For this project, you will need the following materials. Please take note that the materials may vary depending on what results you are aiming for. You will need cardboard, pens or markers, scissors, a computer, scrapbook paper, and the representation objects. First, you will need to know what character you will be using, the characteristics of that character, and a significant object or creature from the written article. I chose the novel The Book of 1,000 Days by Shannon Hale. The main characters are Dashti, Lady Siren, and Contagious. I chose Dashti, the narrator of the book. Her characteristics are loyal, brave, caring, humble, and strong-willed. My background symbol will be in the shape of a tower, derived from when the main character Dashti and her Lady Siren were locked in a tower for 3 years. I must choose 5 characteristic items from the book that represent a certain character trait. For example, caring or humility could be represented by dull, soft feathers. The feathers represent the mother bird, which cares for their young until they are old enough to do so for themselves. The dull, softness quality of the feathers represent that she may be dull and uninteresting on the outside, but kind and humble on the inside. Now, to create the project. First, we will need the background symbol, the tower. You can create a 3D tower with almost any material, but if you're in a rush, you can do a 2D tower out of cardboard or paper. I will use the 2D version, cutting it out of cardboard. Now I will decorate it with markers and scrapbook paper, creating a non-distracting background that still shows effort. Now that the background is successfully created, I will make a list of objects that are related to my chosen character traits. I have already done this in preparation of this episode. My objects are feathers, stones, silky fabric, burnt twigs, sticks, or wood, and pages of a book. I will then glue them on in a nice arrangement. Now that your base is complete and your objects are attached, it is time to create your descriptive portion. The first one is the keyed variation. This variation only requires that you type up a key describing the connection between the object and the trait. Then attach symbols onto the object and the key that match. Really, it's just that simple, just like making a map. And now for the labeled variation takes just about as much time as the keyed variation. They are both very similar, except for the labeled variation has the descriptions directly attached onto the object. Each object must have a sentence, or in some cases a paragraph, that describes the relation between the object and the character's trait. Then attach it directly onto the object. Now, for the accompanied version. The accompanied version takes the longest, as the accompanying object is often a large undertaking. Follow either the instructions for the keyed or labeled versions, then write an essay or create a presentation to display the project. I chose to create an essay. My essay was a book review on Book of 1,000 Days and can be found on my website under the CIC Classwork tab. This is the result of both my objects and my base combined. Notice how the objects blend right into the scene, creating a sort of collaboration that blends in perfectly with the base. Thank you for visiting Created in Class. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye!